this moving. It's Young People Nation.
Welcome to Young People Nation. Listen to us weekly as we commit to bring transparency, healing, and truth to the everyday situations in life that might bring you down. Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration. Thank you for listening to Young People Nation. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And now, here's your host, Eugene and Donna Perry.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Giving the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or whenever you're listening. Welcome to Young People Nation. 2025, fella.
All right.
Yes. And so we are starting off with a excellent group of people, and we did the last session. It was me and you was really getting into the men stuff about being present.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you got to be present.
Yes. So, but today we have two amazing young men that we are so honored to know that are doing amazing things in the community at a young age. And I tell you, I am very impressed. We're impressed.
Oh, yes.
So we have Nathan Williams.
Nathaniel Lewis.
Okay. You know what? Why do I... Lord.
Well, we had to get a Williams so you be right.
Nathaniel Williams. Nate.
Lewis.
I'm going to get it right.
You'll be all right.
I'll tell you. Lewis. I don't know why I want to give you Williams, but that ain't it. Nathaniel Lewis.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, he's 20 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
He is a student at Georgia Military College.
Yes, ma'am.
Majoring in kinesiology.
Yes, ma'am.
And your brand is named what?
Sky 19.
And what does Sky 19 do?
It's a sponsorship brand where I sponsor young, upcoming talents in basketball. I also have a young local football team called the 10U Augusta United Dream Chasers. And the vision for Sky 19 is just to open up my own center one day.
Yes.
Well, really on my center when I graduate from college. What I want to do is like basically giving back to the community and like being a inspiration to young talent, young kids of that, and just keeping them out of trouble because this generation, they're like a lot of people are in like the wrong crowds, like in jail at a young age. I just want them to get out the streets and then go into like a positive. That's really the
Look at
main
that
thing.
vision that he got from God at 20.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you. And now I'm going to get your name right. Jonathan Smith.
Yes,
John.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, John is 19. He's a student at Augusta State University.
Yes, ma'am.
And he has his brand called More to Life.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk about it.
So basically, it all started through me and a couple of friends getting interested in fashion. And so basically, I was trying to figure out what my purpose was as far as sharing God's word. And then that's where it kind of clicked and just combined together to show God's word in a motivational aspect.
Awesome. And there's hope in life. More to life. You have More to Life in Sky 19.
Yes, ma'am.
Nate Lewis.
Yes, ma'am. There you go.
Okay, guys. So, you know, we talked a lot when we went out to dinner and stuff, and you all gave some amazing insight for your generation. And so in this session, we're going to talk about the power of positive influence. You all said quite a few things about that. And your generation and influence. Talk to us from Gen Z, the power of positive influence.
For me, I also do like media as far as photography and videography. And it always just warms my heart seeing like younger photographers or older just asking questions where I can impact their life. Overall, it just makes me feel better, more of a person, as well as with the brand as well. A lot of upcoming, the younger generation are like trying to figure out what they want to do. And if they ask me different questions about how to start, it kind of just uplifts me overall.
Okay. And it's important, and just talking with you all, it was important that we as the older generation are influential and supporting what you believe your purpose is. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Talk to us about that.
Because, like, you know, as young, upcoming men, we're going to make mistakes in life, and we don't know how to, like, navigate through it. So the power of y'all influence help us in our future we'll be straight and know how to get through hard paths in our lives. So that means a lot.
Okay. And you all talked about the strong influence of that male presence. Now, some people come from two-parent homes. Some people come from not two-parents home, but you're able to co-parent very well. You want to talk to the audience about that and let the audience know, especially adults, the importance of that father or that peace between both parents.
See, me, of course, I came from a co-parent house, so my parents were separated. And, you know, even though I know it's probably hard for them, but they work together as a team. And that's one thing that everybody should work on, like communicating, work together as a team. That's really important. Communication is key with anything you do in life. So, you know, they work things out, like wherever it came to school, basketball, they always work that out. So,
and that gave you peace, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gave me peace, though.
Coming from a two-parent home is kind of different. I mean, you have both of them. Still kind of the same way, comprehension as far as communication, not just the listening part and speaking. As long as everyone's communicating the correct way and on the same page, it'll work out.
Okay, so that peace and knowing that your parents are there for you, regardless to whatever happened, because sometimes children come from two-parent homes, but it could be a little different.
Oh, yeah, I know I came from a two-parent home, but all information came from one side, and then the other side didn't say too much. So it was kind of like having two parents there, but the information came from one, and there was no cooperation between the two. And whatever you felt like doing, you did. So I was like... what's that game you play? Pick up sticks. You shake the sticks up and throw them out, and then whatever stick you pick up without moving the others, that's what you were. And
I came from a two-parent home, and my father was very influential, but my mother was the spiritual side of us. And that's where we learned about Jesus Christ and that you better fear God and not do this, don't do that. However, my father was very structured in business. And so that's where I learned a lot of my business sense and wisdom from. So
yeah, your father was a very influential individual. Shoot, I wanted to be my dad.
Well, he wanted you to be his son. It's obvious. He gave you some stuff, gave you his trunk. So he really, he told me to get it together when I started dating my husband, like, get it together. I like him. Now him, I like him.
Yeah, because I was perfect.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Yes.
Okay. And so, you know, some of the things that you all see with us, how can we help better create better platforms, atmospheres for you all to catapult forward? Like both of you all have your own businesses at 19 and 20. That's powerful. So speak to the audience, speak to parents when your child come to you. Because, okay, how were you when you came up with More to Life? And then, Nate, you tell us how you were when you came up with Sky 19.
I believe I was still 18. I had just graduated. It was more so like the summertime.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, my senior year was class of 23. So, yeah, during that summer. 23.
Okay.
Started out with the old age of 18.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't start taking it serious until like 2024.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Nate?
For me, Sky 19 started out in it was like last June 2024. That's when we first launched it, but like creating it, I didn't really know like what the name was. My dad gave me the name and he helped me. So with his knowledge, we both put it together.
Influence.
Yes.
Yes. Influence. So that it's important for you all to have that backing from your parents and from the community, the community, with what you believe will make a difference in your generation. Accurate?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I feel like most of the time it's more so forced when it could be more so on the influential aspect.
Unpack
That's
that.
what helps.
Unpack that. You said force. Okay.
So basically, not making the decisions for you, but like giving you the advice to make the decisions. on
Got
your
you.
own.
Oh, that's so important right there, because even though he's very influential with that, but he allowed you to have your own thoughts.
Exactly.
And like most parents, sometimes they live through their kids to the point where they try to formulate everything they do the way the parent would like it, instead of having you a say so. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, and that can be very dangerous because the child will lose themselves, and and out of wanting to please the parent. One thing we told our daughters that even though we were both athletes in high school and college, that listen, this is not what you've got to do if this is not you. And so that's important. I like that. So you talked about your dad, Nate, helping you with Sky 19. So you two young men as young men, the power of your dad guiding you through life. Unpack that a little bit for me. Don't you both rush at one time.
Well, my dad, I grew up in a Christian home. So my dad he started off as a minister and then worked his way up to a pastor. So I was always around like God. And it kind of just formulated throughout my life.
Okay.
Basically. But yeah, having that, starting out young, I feel like that's how, as a young man, how I'm so impacted now to where I'm at now at a young age.
So was there extra pressure there for you to be a pastor?
I feel like not a pastor, but still more so the influential part on the younger generation has helped me do it at a younger age than most.
Okay.
But you don't feel like you need to be a pastor.
No, he never forced that. Yeah.
There you go. That's because sometimes that's kind of set up like that. Sometimes you know that isn't expectation. Let me say that.
Yeah. One of the most devastating things is a parent trying to live what they didn't do through the life of their child. Exactly. And so the child never comes to the point where they have their own thoughts, have their own purpose in life. Because we see, in our case, many sons get up there and try to do what their father's doing, but they're not graced to do it. And therefore, you make a mess, and they fall from grace, and you have untold people lives ruined by what they see. Because we in society, unfortunately, we are a C generation where you see things before you, and all of a sudden, you have a whole story that was created that caused you to fall because you saw that, but you don't see the other side of the picture.
You really don't know what it takes to do that. We were at church service last night, and you're looking at a situation like, I don't know what it is to run Sky 19 or More to Life. And so another person could stand back and be like, oh, I could do that. But when you get in it, you have no idea what it takes to do what you're doing. And so...
Be done fell down and got knocked inside your head before you know it.
So what I'm hearing is that it's important for you to have your own identity in your business. Is that accurate?
Yes, I feel like you can't grow without it.
Yes. Okay. So go ahead.
But yeah, my dad, he's always been like, had good influence for me. He always guided me on the right path. He always gave me the right things to do in life. Whenever I'm off track, he always give me snap back into it, keep working out. Because he's a hard worker in life. He always, wherever he does, does it like 120%.
Yes.
He never like makes excuses. He always just works hard. That's what he tries to put in me. So I'm just always trying to give my best, even though I'm still learning, but like he has a good knowledge of financial too.
Yes.
And he's pouring that to me because he got it from my grandfather as well. And he took that and made it better. So the more knowledge he put in me, I want to make it better for me and my future as well. So
there you go. And that's how it's supposed to pass down, because
Yes.
that wisdom is supposed to go from one generation to another. And
nowadays that's a lost art. It's lost. It's lost through the generations, that you will get that guidance to be better and don't quit. Because if you see it, I saw it yesterday. Last week in the game, where the player made a mistake on the field, and then because the guy ran the ball back a long ways, the player was coming off the field. He just threw his helmet out on the ground and started arguing and pushed the coach. Total out of control, out of character, and hopefully he ends his career up.
yeah, because one bad decision can do that.
Yes.
And we're about to wrap up, but you said something very key about financial stability. I want you both to share the importance of that at your age, because as the generations go on, there's not going to be no retirement checks. There's not going to possibly be no Social Security. Okay, so you all right now at 19 and 20 are starting a form of financial stability for your life. Talk about that a little bit.
knowing really how to manage your money, because at a young age, people don't really have that guidance on like how to use your money, where to put it at. So really, that's really the most important thing, knowing how to manage your money, put it away instead of spending all your money, and then in your future you're struggling to trying to make that money back. So that's really important.
And just talking with you guys, it's not vital for you guys to have the $200 or $500 pair of tennis shoes in this economy right now. Am I accurate?
Yeah, not right now.
Okay, not right now, right? Yeah.
For me, it's more so I'm not worried. It's just more so a concernment, but also like just trusting God that He has my back with. But also managing your money to the point where every purchase is reasonable.
Yes.
It matters. So
Yes. You could look at your money and say, okay, I know where this went, and this went. Okay.
yeah, like
okay.
wants versus needs. That's what my dad always taught me. Like,
Okay.
do you need it or do you just want it? And wait, or do you like absolutely need it now?
Okay. Okay. Well, we're about to end session 1. And if you all had to leave one word with the audience about the importance of influence, what would you say?
Those people who have a good influence on you, listen to them and just take that in and just try to be the best you, and just be the best you.
Okay. John, a deep thinker.
I don't know. I say just be yourself overall, like in everything that you do, be yourself. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we appreciate you all. This has been session 1. And again, we never know who is listening because we are a mental health platform. We're very grateful to God. We're grateful to the community and all the support that we receive. And so we like to give out references because, again, you never know who's listening. There's the 988 hotlines. There's the text 741-741. That's free 24/7. There's the NAMI. That's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And you can go to their website and contact the state that you're in and speak with a counselor. There's also the 211 for general resources, and that is a 24/7 service. And there's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 800-273-8255. And if nothing else, call 911 and do not suffer in silence. Mr. Perry.
Well, through life, the truth never changes, only the surroundings. Be true to yourself first. This has been Young People Nation, and remember, there is always hope.
Christ is the foundation. Know His word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross. He the #1 prospect. He the top boss. I was broke, I was empty. He the one that paid the cost. Really thought that I was cool. There is nothing like the savior. Now it's time for the truth. The whole world been waiting. It's Young People Nation. 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 The whole world been waiting. Whatever you going through, I know what he gonna do. Don't matter the circumstance, we going back to the root. Keep going, keep going. Let that seed keep growing. You need peace and we know it. Now it's time to live holy. Young People Nation. You know what time it is. Young People Nation. Get ready, the time is here. Get ready, we vibing here. We about to let God in here. Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. Yeah, do it for the heavens, you know where we going. Influenced by his love, you know we gotta show it. It's time to put the youth onto what God is doing. Cause I can tell you now, right now, that God is moving. It's Young People Nation.